Hey guys, my name is Daniel Matthews. I'm the content director at DashClicks, and today we're going to talk about how to improve SEO with user experience factors. Let's dive right into this video because it might be a little dense, so I'll try to make it a little more layman's terms and just kind of make it more practical. So there is one thing that maybe SEO people overlook sometimes, not all the times, but it is something definitely overlooked because when you talk about SEO, it can get really technical, right? Your H1 tags, your make sure you have no excess JavaScript, your site speed, things like that, meta descriptions, so on and so forth. Compressor images, you get the point. So what can really be overlooked is not just optimization in that way, but user experience. How is it designed? How does it feel? How's navigation? How does it read? Is the text large enough? Is it too small? Is it formatted well? Does it read good? Things like that. Because it's sort of like hard to see how that works with SEO, but it sort of works with if you have a really good user-friendly website, that will get more people to not just enjoy going on your website more, but stay on it longer. And Google or search engines take that into consideration when they're ranking you. So user experience is really, really crucial to your SEO strategy. So a couple of things to think about would be positive user signals for like a healthy user experience would be like you're getting a lot of repeat traffic. That's validating. Your bounce rate will determine this. High bounce rate, bad website. Low bounce rate, better website. That's kind of a general gist to think about. Your organic click-through rate. So this would have to do like, what are people seeing when they come across your website in search engines? Are they clicking through? Where are you ranking? Things like that. Healthy backlink profile. Now, if you don't know what backlinks are, essentially a backlink, in the simplest way to explain this, is if you list your website on like facebook.com on a business profile, that's technically a backlink. If whatever your link exists on another website, that is a backlink, which means that's a traffic channel. So your backlink on YouTube is going to get traffic on YouTube. It'll refer it over to your website. So healthy backlink profile is going to be really important for that. And then a couple of things to keep in mind on how to improve website UX, user experience, is keep your site navigation simple and convenient, right? Don't overcomplicate it. You don't have to have that many pages, and make sure if you do, it's really easy to navigate. Another thing would be improving your website content. Create content that serves users, not search engines. Okay, this is really important. Don't create content that you think Google's going to rank. Create content that if it did rank, the people looking for the answers would find your article to be like the answer to what they're looking for. That's what you need to focus on when creating content. Think of the people who are looking for this as a resource, not the search engine trying to rank. Another thing too is clearly outline your content with well-defined headlines. So just make sure like the headlines, the content that you have really good compelling headlines, and it gets people to start reading, which means they stay longer on your page. They get a better experience. Summarize key data points is another thing too. That sort of goes along with what I mentioned with like a really clean, specific headline. Summarize your key data points. So whatever you're trying to get out, kind of spit it out. I have kids. Kind of spit it out in like a really summarized version, and don't try to like elongate things too much, because if you don't get to the point quick enough, people will jump off and won't be the great experience. And then Google will actually scrape the information you've put, and they'll kind of determine if it's specific enough, if it's clean, or if it's not really well written or anything like that. The next would be empower your content with visual media. Whatever kind of content you put out there, you have to put it with some sort of visual representation, a video, image, and then make sure it's like high quality, resolution, and it's just well shot and that kind of stuff. Another thing you want to think about is optimize your load time. So we've all been there. You jump on a website, you think it's the one, you get on, and like 30 seconds later, the front page still hasn't loaded. And then no matter what, that might be the best solution for you, but you're going to jump off and find another website. Load times is massive. So really work on your load times to make sure your site is fast. Pages are not delayed, even on slow internet. That might be a good baseline, and you'll really bump up your user experience. Most people are on phones. We all know this. So make your website mobile friendly, because majority of people, I think it's like more than half, of people worldwide, or just half of the traffic, let's put it that way, use phones. So if your phone looks great on desktop, you're going to miss out on like more than half the traffic. And plus, everyone's on their phone anyway, so you need to make sure it's optimized for your phone. And then just make sure you have like 301 redirects, and make sure that you have like 404 error pages to be informative. So whatever, you don't have any broken links. If you have like a 404 error page or you have a 301 direct, just make sure everything is like flowing, so it's all redirected correctly and gets people to the right page. So there's no like, how did I end up here kind of question in the consumer's head. All right, let's keep moving. So really what you just want to consider is that when you're coming up with user experience, you just got to make sure that the content is what the user is looking for, and then it's easy for them to consume. And then you also have to think about the functionality features of your site, right? Is your menu practical? Does it load quickly? Your website loads quickly. Do your images look great? Is it appealing to the eyes? Do the colors scheme work? Things like that. So take all that consideration, deep dive into the blog that's associated with this video. You're going to get a ton more information. And as always, if you have not already signed up for your forever free DashClicks account, go ahead and do that. Go to DashClicks.com, enter your email. It'll put you into the dashboard. Have some fun, explore it. There's some really cool things in there. And I'll see you guys in the next video.